stepping in, Ian Smith. And he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
Hey, come on, big dog, with the pitch. Nobody better.
First pitch coming. Here it is.